Hi viewers, namaste. Today I'm going to read about the toxic traits or traumas of your future spouse. As we readers and everyone is talking about, the lovely things, and no human is perfect. There are some bad qualities. There are some toxic traits. There are some traumas in all of us because we are human beings. So let's try to channelize actually that whosoever is going to be a partner, your future spouse, or anything, do they have any darker side? Do they have any traumas or toxic behavior? Because these days, toxic behavior has become an issue. uh, I have seen many cases that the toxicity, the narcissistic behavior, uh, is has some issue. Let's see if you have like any tendency like to have like the partner who has maybe an extremist in somewhere. So let's try to check. And for the pile selection, we have two piles in front of you. This is one, this is two. You can select as whichever you are attracting towards. And this is called Oshozan, and this is called Light Seer Tarot. So you can select whosoever you want to. I am going to see you in your reading. For the people who select this first one, the Oshozan, I'm going to I'm going to see that. For the people who select file number one, I'm sorry, camera hill. For the people who select file number one, I really want to know. Please let me know that what is the toxic traits, traumas pile one's future spouse or partner have. I don't take cards like this. Okay, your partner's energy is very heavy. So I think they have the tendency to take stress more than a normal person. And yeah, creativity first. These cards are very pretty. I like them. Aloneness, change, innocence, receptivity. Okay, are these all their darker side? Playfulness. Okay, I was seeing there is one thing I got actually. Inner voice. Okay, if this kind of side is their darker side or their, then I don't think there is any problem with the darker side even. I don't think. First one I want to. Their darker side is very positive, pile number one. So you don't have to worry about anything because in their darker side, I'm seeing like they are not very serious in the life actually. Although they are very very talented, they are very very talented. They have some skill, some creativity, something very unique in them. And but they are not going to perform that thing well. I'm seeing that their dark side is like they are very moody. They're very moody. They work according to the mood, not according to the time and the energy and the requirement. They work according to the mood. And creativity, they can be an artist, they can be a healer. I'm seeing their moon is although their moon is at a very special placement. That their moon may be exalted or their moon may be in the lagna, or or their moon may be doubly rated. Actually their moon has a special position, maybe conjunct with some planet, because I'm seeing your person, your future spouse is going to be very very creative, but creativity, that creativity is their darker side, is their, is their toxic side, because I am seeing like the trauma that person has faced in their life, they can throw that traumas in their creativity. They can, they don't tell that what has what they have gone through the life in their word, but can they can do, they talk through their creativity, they talk through their skill, and they talk through their, their mastery. And I don't know why I'm getting that this is the toxic side of them. And okay, I don't know, or I'm not seeing them very seriously, a serious person in life. Also their, their toxic side, or you can their trauma side is that they are very naive, they are very innocent, they are pure hearted, and that backfires them that backfires them every time in life. Not I'm not seeing it once, like it is happening, like people make use of their naiveness, people make use of their pure behavior, pure heart, pure intentions, and they are very emotional. So it is like their emotionality is their darker side, because I'm seeing like people can easily emotionally blackmail them, and use them, and trust me, um, whosoever is pure hearted and whosoever is going through this, only they know the pain of this condition, because as they have very pure heart, they can't say no to anyone to help, and but people make use of these kind of people very easily, very easily. They can tell them two three emotional things about themselves, and your person is going to get melt, whatever they are going to melt, and they are going to help other person at any stake. And trust me, this is their toxic behavior, this, because this backfire. I don't think that your person wants something in return, but this behavior backfires them in some way or form, or maybe their art, their creativity, their skill is very unique, but they are giving their energy, their art or something like in to the people for free. And I'm seeing like they are like, in Hindi we use a slang, neki kar darya mein dal. So so they are doing the things just for the sake of doing the goodness and wellness of others, but that thing sometimes backfires them, and that is their toxic trait, which is not toxic at all, but okay. I think a person is so nice, they have very less things to work on. And as I told you, the things they have gone through in life, they have gone through tough phases, which make them, they don't tell, I think, anything to anyone, in the words. They are going to tell it in their creativity and playfulness. Card is telling me that person has a mask on their face of, they will always laugh, they will be always happy, but it is like the toxic trait that no one can understand what is going on inside. It is like inside there are waves of, overthinking, there are flood of overthinking, there are flood of, in their mind, there are flood of, a grief is going on, but at their face you can't see anything at all. You are going to see them smile always, no matter what is going on. They are not going to show anything to anyone that they are getting offended by something, or they are not comfortable with something. They can't show anything on face, like they are always happy, they will say everybody that they are comfortable in any environment, but no, deep down they do feel get hurt. They are have griefs, they have traumas too, but it is like they don't want to bother anybody, they don't want to tell anybody. and I am sorry to say, but I'm seeing like they are not even bothering you, they are not even telling you, and this is going to be their traumatized side, their darker side, their toxic side, you can say, because this can become toxic for themselves. They want to, they are seeing so much comfort of other that they can make themselves suffer. And trust me, I'm not saying that this is a self from a self love point of view, because I'm seeing a person has self love, their inner child is very very activated, and I'm seeing a person is very healed even. But it is like they trust the creator, they trust the god so much that I don't have anything now negative to say about your person, to be honest. Whosoever you are going to marry, you're the luckiest person, because your person is at some point in their spiritual elevation, I'm seeing like that. And they're very naive, they even one can misunderstood them that they are very they're very clever, they're very smart, actually they are very smart, this is true, but they are naive, like they don't understand the people or today's world, that how it function, how it works. So you have to, I think you have to protect them from certain kind of people, certain kind of certain kind of things, because I'm seeing them, I'm getting very Mercury's vibe. I am, but Mercury is also very clever at the same time, so they can be moonish and venusian, because mm, they have a very unique naiveness in themselves, uh, which is very cute, but it's dangerous for them, because in this world, because I'm seeing like today's world, actually a smart person can survive, but a naive person can be used by others. So there is so much tendency of them to be used by others, because they are very naive, they are very helpful, and this is like their helpfulness is their toxic trait, and because they can help other person at a very and I'm seeing also it is I will account it in a very darker darker side, but it is not darker at all. What I'm getting, your person is going to be very very highly empath, and empath persons always suffer, because they grab other person's energy. I will be no, I will be not in shock if your future spouse will be a healer, a doctor, a tarot reader, an astrologer, related to these fields, or into the spirituality, or into the work of the eighth house, actually into the field of research in all these fields, because they are highly empath, they can sense the energy, they can feel the energy, they can channelize the energy, their third eye's energy is quite activated, and also, but they are very empath, they're very empath, and they are here to heal the people, but in this process, actually they can hurt themselves. So I think your duty is to if they are helping too much and getting exhausted, you have to stop them somewhere, you have to stop them. It is like their emotionality is their enemy. Their emotionality, their helpful nature, their empath nature is their enemy. So you have to make them stop at a point. Don't stop of them of doing the work, but like it is like a healer's capacity, to be honest. A normal person has the energy to work for 10, 12, even 15 hours, because they are using their physical energy for their work, or their mental energy for the work. But a healer is using their soul's energy, their soul, body and mind, all three are actually at work when a healer works. So a healer work average 2 to 3 hours every day, and if that is on a very high elevated point, then they can work for 4 hours, not more than that, not more than that. Every healer can't work after that. And if you are going to have the future spouse like that, even communicating to someone generally can exhaust a healer's energy. So you have to make them stop at after 3 4 hours every day. It is your duty, because if they go beyond, because I'm seeing them going beyond for helping others, they will end up being very stressed, or their weight will lose, I think. Uh, they have gifts, but they have gifts but like but their gifts can become their enemy, because they can use they have the tendency to use those gifts so much for the others well-being, but like uh, they have to be stopped somewhere. And I'm not seeing any other their toxic traits are toxic for them, not for anyone else. So this is like I did reading on the Hindi channel too, but this is the nicest reading of all the piles. And I'm glad that I did channelize this energy. And thank you for being the part of this reading. And I hope you get a future spouse like that, which don't have so many negative traits. And wish you a very good luck. And you can like this video, you can leave a very good comment below, you can follow me, and I'll see you in some other video. Pile number one, bye. Hi, pile number two. For the people who chose this tag, I'm going to read for them that what are the toxic, negative, traumatized, darker traits of pile number two's future spouse. After doing pile number one's reading, I really don't wanted to lose that energy, but because their energy was okay, even the toxic traits were not feeling toxic. Let's see pile number two. What is in the cards for you? Pile number two. I want to focus on pile number two. Pile number two's future spouse, partners, toxic trait, darker side, traumatized sides. What can be they actually can be they? The Hermit, Five of Cup. I'm getting the Sun. Ooh, Two of Wand, Four of Wand, Knight of Pentacle. I got all six, I think. I want to see the bottom card. Queen of Pentacle. Ooh. Okay, I'll explain you actually. Okay. I'm sorry, pile number two, but you have to listen to me very carefully what I'm going to say. Your person's toxic trait or darker side is like that your person is going to be very egoistic, very self-centered and selfish. So, is this reading finished in three words? No, actually, I want to talk about it more. Your person is a loner person. They are going to be like very self-centered. I think they are spiritually aware, or to some extent. I'm not seeing them to fully aware, but they are spiritually aware to some extent, or they have the tendency to be like lonely person, because I think they are the person who can who enjoys their aloneness, who enjoy their loneliness, who enjoys their solitude. And that can be a darker side when because when you are with somebody, when you are in a relation or marriage with somebody, you have to give them time. And also I'm seeing your person is their darker side is they are very rigid or egoistic. They are have some ego of their material things, or they have ego of their stability. They are going to have the ego of their money, because I am seeing your person has much more, so much, more than they needed. They have the material things, and they are going to have I'm seeing the ego of that those things. And also the two of caravan is telling me that your person, your future spouse toxic or darker side is going to be, they are going to be very rigid. If if they make some choice in life, they are going to be stick by that choice, whether that choice is going to be wrong or right, no matter what. Actually, they are very rigid, they are going to, like if they have chose somebody, if they have make some decision, they are going to stick to that way, being after, no matter what is going to happen after that, that even if that decision is going to backfire them, they are going to stick to that decision. So I am so sorry, but I'm seeing an ego and attitude, and I'm seeing like a person who is full of that your person, your person's darker side can be like they are they are going to talk very less about things. They are I'm seeing like they can be very quiet. To be honest, I'm seeing a very self-centered person. I don't know why that person is going to marry you, because I'm seeing like they are very focused on their work, and even on themselves, that they don't think anything other to the any person, about any person. Even if they are happy, they are sad, they are into themselves. I'm seeing like a person is sitting with themselves and contemplating and thinking too much. They will like their solitude so much. I think you are with a person who likes the company of themselves, and is not going to like the company of anything else. And I'm seeing like they are going to talk very less. This is going to be their toxic side. Actually, their trauma side is saying that they're going to talk very less. They're going to be express very less. Or even, I think, if you are going to if you are going to say to them like 14 sentences, they will reply you in one sentence. They will talk this much less with you. And with, I think, they even I'm getting, they like their person can be at a high position in life, or maybe at their workplace, they are something or someone, but they, I think, they are reflecting it in their personal life. And I, trust me, I really don't like it. What energy I'm feeling, I really don't like it, because I really don't like this kind of personality who are who are very ego, who has the ego of their material things, or who has the ego of their, of their position and post or anything. I really don't. I don't know why I'm channelizing this, but I'm channelizing this energy, because this energy may be meant to be your future spouse. If I woke up, I'm seeing like there will be no smile on their face. I'm not seeing any smile on their face. They can be very, they can be, I think they are someone who will be into their craft so much that they will lost their craft so much that they don't know where the world is, world is residing, where the other things are going on. I'm seeing them, they're, very lost at what they do professionally. They are very much into that, and just for the sake of making money, I think they are easily compromising their happiness, their personal life, because I think their ego get a boost when they have more and more and more into the material plane. uh, and it is a darker side, as you know. Deep down, they are going to be they're going to be very defensive and confused about the things, but they are not going to tell anybody, and they are not going to seek help with from anyone. And deep down, I think this is going to be the darker side. They are not going to tell. They are not going to tell, but deep down, they will feel lonely. They will feel. They will feel. They will feel like. very sad deep inside, but I think they are not going to show it, they are not going to say it. And trust me, it is not a very big, it is not going to be very good quality, because being vulnerable, I think it is their darker, very darker side, that they can't be vulnerable about their feelings, about what they're feeling. That is there anything they are going to offend of, is there anything they are going to like, they are not liking, they are not going to tell anything. They like to do everything as their own, like they are the mama and papa of everything. I'm seeing like that. But but there is a spiritual side, actually. There is a spiritual side that they are going to, I think, they are going to explore by the time. And I think being a spiritual person, being a spiritual personality, it is very natural to be to have your own time. It is have to have your me time. But I think if you have married somebody, if you have someone, you actually who loves you, and someone who has you have the duty with, you have to give them time too. And I think they are lacking here. They're lacking here, they are lacking in the communication department so much. I think their communication is going to be the baddest part, the darkest part, and the toxic trait. Because I'm seeing like they are not speaking to you at all, they are not telling anything to anyone at all. And trust me when I say, I really don't like it, I really don't like it. And they are going to behave like a very strong personality in front of everybody, in front of you, in front of everybody. But deep down they're soft, but their softness is not going to seen by anybody, not even by you, because they are not going, they're not willing to be vulnerable, they are not willing to show it, so they are not going to show it. And this is their darker side, that they are very soft deep inside, but they will become very harder like a hard shell. I think they have some traumas from the childhood, from the environment they have, like they have grown with. The environment is going to be like that, the culture is going to be like that. I'm seeing a very toxic environment, toxic people, toxic culture, toxic industry where they're going to work. So that those things have made that person like that, I think. Or you are going to have the opportunity to make them vulnerable, I think. And but do it with a very gentle, soft empath energy. I think you can tap into them just by these things. Like if they're not talking to you, and you will stop talking to them, this is like going to be the end of everything. And even if when even after that, when you even after that, if you're staying on under the same roof, you are not going to be emotionally very connected. But if you can heal them, if you can give them, the space, or everything to be vulnerable, I think they will be at least with you, they will be. Or you may, if they want to grow spiritually, you may grow with them together. But at the very initial stages, you have to face their ego, and you have to make your space in their heart. And see if you are going, if you are willing to do that. And if you are not willing to do that, I don't have a problem, because I conveyed the message, and this is my duty. I hope you resonated. You can like this video, you can follow me, and you can leave a very good comment below. I'll see you in some other video. Pile number 2. Namaste.